What's up everybody, welcome in another episode of Combat Zone 101. My name is Chris and today we are going to take a closer look about the ways of transport that we will put in order from one of those safest ones to the least safest. So let's get started and let's see what you should use for commuting and especially what you should avoid at the night time. Are you ready? If yes, let's get started. Alright, we are going to start from a really big thing, plane. Actually, we will be talking about self-defense on the plane in other episodes, in other videos, because this is like whole bunch of new things and there are many strict rules about this, what you can have on the plane. But I know that people are concerned about terrorist attacks, especially after 11 September of 2001. I understand that there is a need sometimes if someone is traveling by plane. However, there are completely different rules for some things in your self-defense. You cannot bring anything like a stun gun or something else, and if something happens, then there are mostly people who are having guns or bombs and who are pretty aggressive. So we will be talking about it later, as this is a big topic and we are going to focus here in this episode on those more common ways of commuting. So let's move to another one. Ship. Well, ship is something similar when it comes to self-defense to the plane, because, well, ship is mixing self-defense that you are normally using with self-defense from the plane. It depends from the ship. If you are on Queen Mary 2, then you are probably less likely to take a taser with you, plus there may be a possibility that you will be simply not allowed to have it. It depends from the ship, it depends from the rules, but yeah, ship is again some kind of vehicle, vehicle that, well, it may have some rules that will make your self-defense harder. And we know already about some ships that are getting robbed by pirates, that people are getting kidnapped from them and they are not able to defend themselves. Especially when we are going on a ship that goes on the road that is dangerous, that there are pirates, for example. We have to simply have it in our minds that, well, if it's possible, then study self-defense and take with yourself this what you can take. However, there are mostly again guns, and these people are quite crazy when it comes to pirates. So, well, we'll be probably talking about it later, but yeah, it's also again big topic. And now let's move to another one. Train. Now, this is something that we are using quite often. Trains, well, in the place where I'm living, in Poland, trains are mostly dangerous from the reason that lots of football hooligans are traveling by them, and, well, it doesn't have to be a large group, it can be a few people, but yeah, here it's like the biggest danger, actually. So about football hooligans, I've been talking in another episode about 10 whens and wheres that you should avoid, so check it out. It is on my channel, so there shouldn't be any problem with finding it. Anyway, in the train, as long as, well, I haven't heard to anyone check out if someone has any kind of non-lethal or lethal weapon on the train. So as long as it's concealed, it's fine. Of course, you can walk in with a machete. That's what those hooligans do. But yeah, if you can have a stun gun, you can have taser, but you can use whole kind of self-defense, whole palette. But you have to actually remember that you are in closed place. So if you are going to use a gun that is making just, for example, just an explosion noise, or you are using a pepper spray, you have to remember that you are in closed place. So that gun may cause that people will become deaf, or you will become deaf. In such place, you should open your mouth to allow that pressure get regulated and to your ears work well still. So same about pepper sprays. You should know that some pepper sprays are not suitable for such places like a car of train. Also, the train has that problem that there is no one around from the people that can actually help you from the stuff. It depends from the train again, but we are talking here about some common trains because, well, those expensive ones, they probably don't have some problems unless you are Steven Seagal and you are playing in a movie. That's another story. Alright, so let's move on to another one. Car. This is actually the safest way of traveling. The reason is that you can simply drive it and you are very fast. You are protected by the car from quite lots of stuff. It depends what car you are having, because if you are having some bulletproof one, then you are probably safer also from bullets and maybe even grenades, mines. It depends from the level of bulletproof of the car. Anyway, there are some rules. So if it's possible, use a car. If someone has a car, go with him or her. If you are having a car, use it. Use it because it's the safest way of getting from the point A to the point B. And now, first rule is to always lock door. It's good if your car has an automatic lock that you are just locking all four doors. Make sure they are working properly so there is no door open. And that's something that will allow you to save sometimes your life. Some people, actually there was a story about a woman who was saved by just locking her car because some thug wanted to, I don't know, either kill her or steal her car. Lock door, that's first thing. No one will be getting to your car, no intruders, at least not that quickly. If needed, then you can actually put a crystal transparent foil on side windows. Windshield and sometimes the rear window, they are sometimes from two pieces of glass connected with some foil between it. So if someone hits it with a baseball bat or with a stone, it does get broken, but it's being held by that foil on its place. However, side door windows are not. They are made from the kind of glass that actually breaks into pieces. And first thing, of course, it may give you some, injuries because it's still glass, but you can avoid it by putting that kind of foil. When you should use it? Whenever you want, whenever you feel that it's needed, whenever it's just giving you another protection. And it will make thief often simply not interested in your car if he or she won't be able to break the glass. But also there are sometimes waves of such robbing women who are putting back on the seat, on the passenger seat, that someone is simply throwing something onto the window and then is taking the bag from the seat and escaping. Well, this will protect you from that as well, and from any kind of other danger, much better than common stock glass without that foil. Another option that is quite interesting is run flat tires. In some cars they are actually common thing, they are already installed. In some cars they are option. In some cars you can simply try to find a suitable tires in run flat type and you can put them onto your car. However, it mostly will need to have some control of the pressure, air pressure in your wheels, as if there is a loss of pressure, then you are not feeling it that much. But This is very good thing if you want to become safer and make your car more safe for some emergency situation where you have to simply defend yourself. Then it's a great thing, because any kind of sharp things that can go into the tire and make it flat, well, they won't, at least that quickly. It will have to be something really huge, and small stuff, it will allow you still to run, for example, to the police station or any kind of safe place still. So definitely good thing, you should consider it. Something that many cars are having already. BMW has mostly of it. So yeah, now let's move to another one. Well, this is a very simple tip, but do not get out from the car when the situation gets bad. If someone offends you and he's holding a bat or something, do not get out from your car with another bat or with a knife or something else, and don't try to fight. I hope that you are already a normal person and you are not going to fight, but some people are going like, oh, he won't insult me, I'm gonna kick his ass. No! Come on, there is karma. I believe in karma, and this guy is going to have fucked up life in least suitable moment for being bad guy. That's what I think. Simply do not get out from the car if situation is bad. The car is safe. It's safer. Well, there may be some exceptions from that rule if your car is not moving and you can't drive it. And you have to escape because someone throw a Molotov cocktail on it, then do not try to stay inside for God's sake. But yeah, it's safe. If it's possible, do not get out from it. Have in mind your local law. If you are driving at night and a police patrol is stopping you, then make sure that actually after certain time, for example, that patrol have to, for example, have a full police car with all kinds of lights, light bar with vinyls that are saying that it's police car, so it's not undercover car. For example, here in Poland, after 10 p.m., if I'm not wrong, you don't have to stop for the police control if they are having an undercover car. And even if it's not undercover car, then you should check out if actually this is real patrol. How to do it? Do not get out from the car. Once again, I will be talking about it maybe in another episode, how to act while getting a police control in possibility that this is a fake patrol. But what you should do is just simply call the police and ask them that you were stopped by a patrol at certain place, tell them where you are and ask if this is real patrol, because you are having some doubts. And they will tell you that yes, it is either real patrol, or you will actually give them a sign that something is going wrong, that someone is acting a police and probably this person is a criminal. Now, something that we talked a bit earlier, don't put a bag on the seat next to you. It's simply making people want to break the glass and take it away from you. Put your bag either on the floor, it's better because someone will have to put his hand and you in this time will move your car and probably that person won't take it. But the best place for it is either a small bag, then some cars are having such places, and some glove boxes, and if not, then simply your trunk. Safe and no one can see what you are having there, so definitely better idea and option than putting it on the seat of the passenger next to you. Always try to keep a distance to the car in front of you when you are in traffic jam. The reason is, of course, do not try to keep a distance of 2-3 lengths of your car, not even one length of your car. Try to keep a distance of about half length of your car, or even a bit less. It's fine. It's already better because, well, the first thing, if you will see in your mirror that there is a truck that has no brakes and it's going with fucking 120 kilometers per hour and it's going to crash in you soon, then you have some place to either drive away or, well, in another case you will have to jump out, and who knows if you will be that quick to get out from that situation. But also, if you are in a traffic jam and you are like right behind another car, and behind you another person will stay like that as well, then you are actually in a problem, because if there will be some thugs that will want to rob you, beat you up or something, you will have no place to move your car to the front or to the back, and well, you are fucked. So once again, try to keep in mind that you should keep that distance from several rules, not only just driving safety but also your self-defense safety. It's definitely a good idea to do so. I will be making more videos about tactical driving on my other channel, Aristo's Garage. So when I start, I will tell you. Check out the description for the link to Aristo's Garage channel, so you will be able to observe me there. If you would like to see more of automotive stuff from my life, then click subscribe and I will be very glad for that. So let's get back to the topic. Next thing is to not open your car with alarm and don't turn off the alarm from far distance. Yeah, I know it looks cool. I did it a few weeks ago while walking with one girl to my car on the university parking, but well, that was day and it was safe and I wasn't that far. However, if you see that someone is following you, or you just see that something is going on wrong, something is going on around you and it's creepy, then just simply walk, and if there are parked cars, just turn off the car and walk to the door as closely as it's possible. Don't make them know which car is yours. That's a rule that will allow you to probably maybe sometimes even survive. Keep in your car some things like stun gun, pepper spray, or other lethal or non-lethal, it depends from your country, weapons. We'll be talking about those weapons later, but it's obvious. The more things like that you have in your car, the safer you are, and that's the whole point. Alright, so that's about cars. Let's move on to another thing. Taxi. It's same like car. All the rules from car actually apply as long as you are not the driver. So you can ask your the taxi driver if you can, for example, lock the door, or he can lock the door if you feel not safe. And you can ask your driver if he or she can wait until you get into the building. That shouldn't be a problem, I think. And well, what then? Taxi should be used whenever you can't use car. If you can't use car, use taxi. Trust me, it's safe, it's still again car, and it goes from door to door, so there's no mostly walking at all. What else? Nothing more to say. Taxi is a taxi. Same rules from the car apply when it comes to self-defense. So let's move to another vehicle and let's talk about it.